A new kind of content creator is emerging on YouTube, so-called virtual YouTubers.
So-called virtual YouTubers are people who use 3D character models to engage with their audience anonymously.
My VTuber, my true form, who I really am.
One thing that's really helped with that is watching virtual YouTubers.
Are you interested in becoming a VTuber?
Yes.
And do you want to make stacks of money from Sims on Twitch without even having to show your magic rod in the hot tub section?
Yes.
Then this is the video for you. If you were an actual good artist, a funny person, and you wouldn't have the IQ of a fucking pineapple pizza.
Hey, fuck you.
In this video, you're going to become my personal slave and you are going to work 30 days to become the next big VTuber, aka my next source of income, so I can donate more to my favorite VTuber, Iron Mouse. I love her so much. Yeah, so basically, this is the journey of how I, an untalented caveman, am trying to become a VTuber. So basically the journey of how I went from this to this. Wait, hold on, that's the wrong image, Now obviously, I didn't want to show you my VTuber model right at the beginning. I want it to be a treat at the end of the video, you know? So stay tuned to the end of the video to be handsomely rewarded. In the meantime, just for reference, I'm going to show you a picture of my waifu so that we can have some context. Wait, why Shrek there again? Come on, editor! Oh, and since I put a lot of time in this project, a lot of time, work, money, blood, sweat and tears, everything that fucking shit and cum, please consider subscribing. It's absolutely free and it would help me out a lot. Thank you so much that we came so far already on this channel. But if we can boost that number a little bit more, I can do more creative content and I can push for more ambitious videos. So please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. Thank you guys. But without further ado, let's just get right into it on the first day of this project, so let's see. Okay, here we are at the first day of the project and as you can see in my notes, I've written nothing. Okay, I actually found the notes on day one, thankfully. Okay, so first off, I wanted to talk about the strategy, what the beginning of this project was like for me and what my strategy was to get this project rolling. And as we learned in school, the number one thing that you have to consider the amount of people needed to get this project going, the amount of money you need for the project to actually have some quality, right? And the amount of time you have to put in. And naturally, as the perfect YouTuber that I am, I've considered none of them. And just mark my words, those things are going to bite me afterwards. So just keep that in mind and let's see what I did first things in the project. So I actually went in with a good idea. I wanted to plan things out, so I did my research. How can I actually do this shit? So I watched some YouTubers and I actually found some really cool YouTubers. I'm gonna list the name down in the description. They really helped me out a lot. And from what I've seen on the internet and YouTube in general, we actually had to do some steps. So first off, we needed to create an avatar. That was the main thing. Without an avatar, we can't keep going, we can do nothing, okay? So the next thing was to actually rig the avatar. And the third thing was to do the content creator part, social media, and that shit. So the steps were kind of simple, but again, it sounds much simpler than it actually is. So first off, I watched some YouTube videos to see what software I needed to get started. And the YouTube videos actually recommended me two programs. If you want a 2D avatar, then use 2D Live. And if you don't want a 2D avatar, so a 3D avatar, that you can, by the way, also use in VR chat, so that seems kind of fun, you can use Blender. So before I wanted to make my decision, I actually wanted to know what the benefits are of using a 3D avatar or a 2D avatar. So basically, the 3D avatar is more flexible and is also easier to create because you're only using Blender and you don't need like drawing skills that I don't have. Or you could just go with the Live 2D part, which is more complicated and less flexible, but you get a nice clean anime look. But I'ma be real, the weeb that I am, I ain't a normie and I know what CGI in anime looks like, so I'm sure as hell going to pick the 2D version, which I regretted immensely later. Okay, now that I've decided which path I want to go, I had the first hurdle. And believe me, it was a big one. The fact that I can't draw for shit! Okay, now luckily I've got this new iPad, so I could use it as a drawing tablet, and the idea was that I could use the iPad as a drawing tablet, and which did end up happening. So I had the hardware for it. I even got a nice clean Apple pen to use to draw, right? Because with the fingertips I can draw for shit. So the hardware was okay. Now about the software, Live 2D. So Live 2D comes actually with a 1 month free trial, and that's perfect for what I need. I don't need more than 1 month. But if you want to continue, you'll have to pay the monthly subscription. I think there's also a 3-year plan, so that you can save some money on that if you really want to invest in your VTuber career. And I actually recommend doing that if you're planning on doing 2D stuff, because this is the main program that everybody is using. It's like the premiere of VTubing, and you should definitely consider investing in it if you want to pursue VTubing. Either way, that was the first day, and I moved on to doing more research the day after. So let's see how we did there. Okay, we're on day 2. So for the second day, I wanted the basic research on what my character is going to be. I wanted a basic vision, and therefore I decided to do more research. We love to see it, the more you know. Either way, I checked out some other YouTubers. I checked out Gura, I checked out Iron Mouse, and I checked out Korone. Some of them I knew already, but I tried to analyze deeper. Let's just say it wasn't that deep. I just thought, okay, the most VTubers are inspired by animals, and that seems an easy path. So Gura is basically a shark, Korone is a dog, and Iron Mouse, well, you can guess from the name what she is. Wait, hold on. She isn't actually a mouse, she's fucking Satan? What the fuck? Okay, now that we know that all big VTubers are actually inspired by animals, I wanted to do like probably a cat, I guess. I like cats. Cats are cute, but I had one big problem. I didn't really know how to name my VTuber, so I decided to make some new research. But after countless hours, I still couldn't get the material I needed. But then, right at the corner of my YouTube recommendation, I saw a video popped up. A video of a monkey and Satan. And there I knew I wanted to steal the name of the insider. That's right. I called my fucking VTube avatar Tungsten Cat, which is basically the opposite of Iron Mouse. I just wanted to know what exactly is tungsten, because I'm an ignorant fuck and I didn't actually know it. And tungsten is basically just a rare metal. That's all I had to know. So I needed somehow to incorporate the metal aspect in my cat avatar, and I actually didn't have a clue of how to do that. But after thinking about it a bit, well, the most boring solution ever, I decided to put a human with cat ears in a mining helmet and send him off to the cave. Yay! So that was my conclusion for day 2, I guess. It wasn't the most creative solution, but what can you do, guys? I'll see you on day 3. Okay, so for day 3, I actually sat down with a friend of mine, Stevie, who always helps me edit my videos, and he gave me some suggestions, some creative inputs, but we basically decided to use Photoshop to just brainstorm shit. So we wrote down Tungsten Cat and we wrote down every single word that came to mind. For example, we put on helmet, pickaxe, collar, jewels, because I don't know if there are jewels made out of tungsten, I don't think so, that shit looks ugly as fuck. Either way, we decided to look for things that our character could have. So afterwards we decided to make a backstory. And I don't know how we came to the conclusion, but I wrote down that he is a Bitcoin miner because he's a miner or something. That was a terrible idea. I scratched it later on. So basically the idea was that he was a miner. One day in the mine he discovered this old rusty computer and he decided to use his tungsten abilities and his knowledge of metal to repair the parts and start a VTubing career. I kind of love the story. It's very simple, but it's not that well thought out as some other VTubers have it. But I think for a 30-day VTuber challenge, it kind of fits and it's enough. So yeah, if you got any better stories, leave them in the comments below. Then we decided to actually put those things in the design. We did some scribbles. We wanted a buff character, which, spoilers, didn't actually end up happening, but I kind of wanted him buff because he works in the mines. Made sense, but it didn't actually look that good. We wanted him to have a pickaxe. We wanted him to have cat ears, naturally, because he's Tungsten Cat. And we didn't really know about the helmet. We could have made the helmet with a cat ear-like shape, or we couldn't. It was up for debate and you'll see later which one we choose. And afterwards I decided to maybe do a debut stream for the first stream. I kind of like the idea of doing a debut stream because as you guys know, the big companies like Hololive that already have a following debut their artists on their first stream and they have like 60k people watching them and they're just presenting themselves, presenting their backstory, presenting their favorite things so that the chat can get to know them better and to get an idea if they should follow this VTuber or this VTuber. But yeah, let's go on. Okay, so for day 4, 5, 6 and 7 I actually wanted to put them together because yeah, I kind of did the same shit and it didn't work. Basically what I did is I tried to draw the shit. Now this is where my biggest problem of the whole entire project was, and the problem that I'm not going to lie, I did end up fucking cheating, but either way, let's admire my fucking drawing skills. So first off, I just wanted to make the face. I wanted to announce it to Twitter. So maybe you've seen my tweet, by the way. Follow me on Twitter at Growdy4. Either way, I wanted to announce I was so proud of this project. I wanted to announce to the world that I'm doing something big this time. And yeah, I drew this face and I'm not going to lie, this was probably super easy, but I was kind of proud of it. It kind of looked decent. Keep in mind, I can draw for shit. My idea of this project was just draw and eventually you'll get it right. Well, I super underestimated the drawing aspect, so for all you artists out there, I can feel your struggle. Afterwards, I also went and looked for videos of artists and how long they took to improve their art. And they actually took like 1 year to get something decent. Yeah, so I kind of vastly underestimated my drawing skills and how much I would actually needed to learn all those intricate details for character design and stuff like that. So yeah, let's you know what, I really don't want to show the drawings, but let's just keep going and keep watching. So yeah, for the second drawing I drew a person with way too large eyes at the end. I tried to break it down in a more anatomic way. and I kind of ended up failing miserably. Well, I don't think he looks that bad, but it's just not the quality I really want. I also tried to analyze pictures more and also went and searched for reference. So I got a whole folder of references that I actually couldn't use because I'm too shit at drawing and I really needed to draw the fundamentals first. This is the end result that I got. This is my last drawing. I actually was kind of desperate at that point. I really thought that this project was going to fail and I kind of gave up. I also watched other YouTube videos for more research, trying to draw better. And let's just say I was at a low point in the project and I thought everything in this project went to waste. I decided to quit the channel, rent a trash can and go live there for the rest of my life. But then I spotted something in the corner of my eye. Again, out of the YouTube recommendation settings, our Lord and Savior, the creator of all monkey breeds, came to save the day. Sea-Dog V8! Yeah, that was a fucking 2016 John Cena reference. Deal with it. Either way, I decided since he's the king of all monkeys, I had to perform a ritual to get his help and to find new inspiration from his content. I put down a banana in the corner of my room and danced around furiously. Ooh, ooh. I swung my hips, my monkey hips, and produced monkey noises to summon him. And sure enough, our Lord and Savior came. After that, I hear the noise on the door.
A package, what the fuck? Let's see.
It was an Amazon package with a link inside.
What the fuck?
A link that only I could access. Only me could access this link. And 1.5 million other people on this fucking world. Either way, it was the video I spent $1,500 on Fiverr VTuber models. And that inspired me. The solution was there all along. I finally found my beacon of hope. My shining beacon of hope, dare I say. I decided to finally listen to Satoru Kaiba's word.
Screw the rules, I have money.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically the next day I went on this platform called Fiverr. You all probably know about it. It's a cool platform where you can hire people to do stuff for you. PewDiePie got cancelled once for doing this, so nothing wrong could happen here, right? Right. So I decided to head to Fiverr and see if I can do some research there. And I actually had quite a bit of trouble finding the right person. Either the price was way too outrageous for a small project like this, and I really didn't want to spend like $300 for rigging and character design, or the price was acceptable but the characters were shit. So I actually just spent a whole day trying to research more on this platform and trying to find the perfect person. And I actually found one. And then I saw that he only did the rigging part, so I failed miserably. But then I found another person and he was super nice. His name was Rakuens. He's an artist on Fiverr that does VTuber stuff essentially, but he just creates the PSD, so he just creates the character. And the characters looked super dope. We got this super cool angel character, and we also got some female characters too that I kind of vibed with. So I messaged him and he was down for it. I sent him some reference material and decided to pay for the order, and I really was excited for this project. He seemed like such a nice guy, and yeah, spoilers, he actually was. It was actually a super cool experience working with him. Either way, let's see what we actually got. So on day 9 I got back the sketch, and after seeing the sketch I actually had no words. This was outrageous! I paid 90 euros to get a decent VTuber avatar. And instead, I got the fucking Mona Lisa of VTubing. I mean, just look at him. He looks so awesome. He looks so cool. Dare I say, he even looks a bit... Thank you, Brian from Text Reader Pro. Not sponsored, by the way. After seeing that, I got super excited. I went home and sped run eating a banana.
Gold split! Gold split!
Oh, and not YouTuber avatar, yes. Either way, after unleashing my monkey energy, it was time for day 10. Okay, welcome back through day 10 through 17. I had to wait for the VTubing avatar and I had to do basically the graphical stuff. First, I did the backdrop because I thought that for a good streamer, you probably should have something to put in the background too. Again, I'm not that good at drawing, but I try to draw the background and then enhance it afterwards in After Effects with some lighting. I think for a person who is as intelligent and as a caveman like me, I did a pretty good job. After that, I wanted to prepare everything that I needed for the debut stream. So I prepared the presentation in the same style I did the backdrop. I really wanted to be like a cave style, because naturally my character is a mining cat. I had my fun doing different designs and different textures, trying new things out, and I think it worked really well. And the last part I spent with doing all the streaming animations. As you know, if you stream, it's very important to have a certain style to your stream. If you want to announce that you're streaming like 10 minutes early, like most streamers do, so that every viewer can come in, you have a starting soon screen and stuff like that. I had an offline screen and I will be right back screen. And I especially love how the font turned out with the little animation that basically it fills in the outline. I really love that part. And after that I did the transition too, because you know, when you switch scenes, it's always cool to see a little transition to see that you actually switched screens. Oh, and in the midst of that, Rakunas also sent me a message with a new color scheme for the character and asked me if it's alright to use it. I really liked how he filled it in. I really liked some of the colors he chose, but thinking back, the yellow wasn't really a nice choice. I wanted something more orangey. So I decided to put it in Photoshop, edit it and resend it to him so he can really know what I want for the colors. And yeah, the only thing that was left is to wait for day 18 to actually get my avatar back. So I'll see you there. Okay, and we're back on day 18 and we actually got the final product. It looks absolutely fantastic. And personally, I think compared to all other designs, I think this is probably the uniquest. Now, I may be biased because it's my character, but I love absolutely how it turned out, and the file was separated really well for rigging later. He also has flip-flops, or how you... I don't know.
What's a flip-flop? That's
Wait,
a shoe.
no, it's lip flaps. Oh, I wanted to... My English is bad, sorry. So I was super excited. Either way, huge credit to Rakunas. Please check him out if you want a good looking VTuber avatar. And I was really excited for the next day because I finally get to rig the avatar up to the next day. Welcome gamers to day 19 through 27. That's right. I took quite a few days rigging that shit. And I'm going to be honest, it wasn't an easy journey. But before we begin, huge shoutouts to Fire, who actually was the content creator that I watched for the tutorial. She's a small content creator that did an 8-parter on Live 2D guides, and at the beginning she actually didn't know what she did either, but basically the concept was that we could learn with her. So it felt really personal and it was really easy to follow. So let's begin with day 1. So on the first day of rigging, I opened the file and there was a problem. You see those parts, those transparent parts, and some parts are less transparent. Yeah, it didn't work. I put it in Live 2D and it doesn't look like the PSD. At this point, I did the only logical thing I could think of. I slit both my wrists and listened to My Chemical Romance. Or so I would have if I wasn't a Photoshop pro. You see, the problem was actually pretty simple to resolve. As someone who did Photoshop for like 6 years now, it was clearly a problem of just masking the stuff and applying different masks. So I went back to Photoshop and did just that. So after that it was pretty easy. I just followed the tutorial and basically did the same thing. And to summarize what I did, for VTubing, there's basically more or less just renaming your layers, just doing all the layer stuff at first. You need to also create a texture atlas, which is basically just exporting the textures so that the program knows where to put the textures. And yeah, it was going all well. It was going all perfect. The last few days were perfectly fine. I made huge progress and I felt really confident until I deleted all my progress. Yeah. So after that, I did the only logical thing once again. I ate 2 bananas in frustration and listened to My Chemical Romance while slitting my wrists. But after dying from slitting my wrists and getting isekai'd again in this video, I returned! And everything was once again going fine. I followed the tutorial like normal. And then I remembered, because I deleted all my progress, I forgot to do the texture atlas. So I did the texture atlas. And then everything started lagging. And I was almost done with my progress. I deleted again some progress because my program crashed. And it kept crashing and I was really mad because I didn't know why. And then I finally found the problem. I exported all my textures in 16K resolution. 16K! That's more case than that fucking basketball that Jimmy wants me to play. By the way, fuck you, Jimmy. So after lagging my PC to death, I knew that I had to finish this even though I exported my atlas in 16K. I didn't know how to re-export that stuff and I was already on part 7, so I was pretty exhausted and I decided I basically had to stick through and pull through and basically work through the lag. I'm telling you, it was basically like trying to defeat the last boss of Dark Souls. You try and try again, and every time you die, basically every time the program crashes. Every time you die, you make a little bit of progress and then lose it again because the fucking boss kills you, aka the program. And after defeating Dark Souls and stomping on the Firekeeper's head, I mean finishing the VTuber avatar, I finally was ready for the last few days of the stream. So let's see how that went. Okay, we're finally at the last stretch. We are preparing for the stream. It's day 27 through 29. I just had to basically see if everything was going alright. I made a Twitter account. I made a picture for the Twitter account and I posted one tweet. It's just announcing to the world that I exist. And I think no one saw the tweet because I quickly decided, okay, I don't have enough time to actually promote myself. So I also did import all the stuff in the streaming layout with Streamlabs. I created a Twitch and did all the technical stuff leading up to the stream. Nothing that impressive, but still I wanted to mention it because otherwise it seems that I basically just waited for the stream doing nothing. And yeah, let's see how that went. Okay, we are finally here. This is the final day, the day where everything you've been waiting for happens. But before that, I actually had to import my VTuber character in Streamlabs. And I did that by using a program called PRPR Live. This is a free program on Steam, which basically uses just green screen technology to record yourself in your Streamlabs. pretty simple, and I was ready to stream. And I wanted to do the debut stream, but then I remembered, oh, I have no fucking following. And I thought a debut stream without a fucking following was going to be fucking boring. So I decided to maybe do a follow-up and then show you what I wanted to do with my debut stream. If you want to follow the Twitch channel of Tungsten Cat for a maybe follow-up video, just follow it and you'll be notified eventually if I do the follow-up. And if this video gets enough likes, I'm probably doing a follow-up, so like the video and subscribe. And also follow me on Twitter, because there I will be posting if I do the stream, and you can just stay up to date there. So either way, I was ready to stream, and I thought of something quick to replace the debut stream. I wanted to play Dark Souls, but with a stupid weapon. And which weapon is more fitting for our avatar than a fucking pickaxe? That's right, I started playing Dark Souls with a pickaxe. It was basically Minecraft at that point. Either way, I defeated the first boss easily. I had a lot of fun streaming, even though I had no followers, because this is the real VTubing experience. If you're starting out, you have to grind. The stream was alright, the comment was alright, just that my PC at that time, because I upgraded now, was too bad to actually handle the VTubing stuff, the game and the recording. Either way, this was my final day for the VTubing experience. Okay, we are done. We finally did it. We did it. We made it through this huge project. And I want to thank all of you for sticking through the end of this video and being there for me. It was actually a huge journey, and I am a really small YouTuber, and therefore a huge project like this was basically just me working for free for 30 days straight while still editing a full 30-minute or 20-minute video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it was a lot of hard work for essentially gaining nothing back. So if you could do me a favor and subscribe and recommend the video to someone, that would be a huge, fantastic help from your part. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and I wish you a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Wonderful.